So now I want to kind of get into how these things were built. How do we get the performance, the scale, the durability, that type of stuff. So I want to start out with this graphic here that shows you the different things that as a developer I had to implement to make these demos work, and then you would have to implement if you were to use this to build your own microservices like this. But there's really a set of fairly simple components. So the first one is there's this handling the incoming requests to the microservice. I call it kind of at the edge of the microservice. So it could be incoming HTTP request or gRPC request, whatever is the requirement for the service. So that's one. The second one, this is the entity. This is the business logic. This is the blue circles that were on the perimeter of that demo I was just showing you. You write the code for that. Now, what you don't write is the routing of messages from the edge to individual entities running somewhere in the cluster. That's not code that we have to write. That's something that's being handled by the Akka system itself for us. And then a third one is that there's a process for taking data that these entities produce and making them queryable. And I'll show you a much more detailed example of what's going on there in a few minutes. The fourth one is it's not unusual for microservices to be consuming messages from some kind of a topic. And maybe those incoming messages are being handled by entities to process them. And then the fifth one is finally pushing data out to a topic. That a microservice might be pushing things out, communicating out to some kind of a topic in some kind of a message bus, again, like Kafka or something. So that's really kind of it. There's these kind of five, general areas that as developers you focus on, and that's kind of the approach for building these kinds of microservices.